Right, what is up, guys and girls? Should have audio, should be live. Obviously, it's going to need adjusting to about there. It's quite a loud game. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into Doom today, which I'm really excited about. I'm looking forward to this one. And we also have another classic retro game that was near and dear to me. It's not the greatest of games, but it's definitely something I wanted to revisit, called Homefront, which we're going to be running after this. These are two of the retro rewind classics that I've planned to feature on the channel. The first of many mods to come. So I'm going to drop an intro and then I'll fill you in as into where I want to go with this. Let's just make sure everything's working. Bob's in, he's out. Appreciate that. Mod of the year, next to Phil. Okay, so that's all done. I've got that up and running. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Again, let me know for the sounds and whatnot. Make sure they're balanced as best as possible. I want to be up here and the game sort of down here. I appreciate that. Because every game is different. It takes me a million years to try and figure out which one does which. And then remember for next time we do it. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out Doom, not just any Doom, Brutal Doom. What a way to get back into it, right? Now, this game was released way back in the 90s. I think I originally played this around 98. I think it was around 98, 99. Hang on, let me work this out. 89? Sorry, it was released 85, and I played it around the early 90s. I believe I would have been around 10. But the game released as shuffleware, so it was free, and I believe it was like the first 3 stages on a disc, on a magazine, and it possibly was PC Gamer. And I got hold of the disc, and I didn't even need to buy the game. I just played those 3 levels over and over and over and fell in love with Doom from there. Then as an adult, you know, 12, 13, went out, as a teen, 12, 13, went out and got myself a full copy and absolutely enjoyed it. At that point, Doom 2 I think was out. It came as a package, Doom 1 and 2. The PS1 had dropped with Doom as a release title with Doom 1 and 2 combined. They're probably one of the better versions to actually play Doom. And I just loved it. I really got soaked into it. And I think the original Dooms are some of the, you know, top tier, if in the top 5 games of all time. And we're back with Brutal Doom, which is a self-made mod with help from others. But it is predominantly one guy that has released this mod, and overall it just bangs, right? So I'll put a few more mods into it on my laptop, which I'm playing around with. I will bring those at a later date, but at the moment we're just going vanilla Brutal Doom, if there is such a thing as a vanilla Brutal Doom. It's the version 22 for those who are familiar with the mod, and I am sort of looking to introduce you guys to modding on the PC right now through Doom. Now, if you haven't been sleeping for the last 10 years, you probably realize that Doom has a massive modding community, as do a lot of other games, and I do want to start delving into some of those mods. Men of War have some great modders. Battlefield 2 is still alive and kicking, and there's a lot of games out here that just a lot of people don't tend to go back and visit or even look up the mods. So I'm going to be hitting up the ModDB and just checking out everything that has to offer, and sort of picking out the best ones. So if you've got any suggestions, obviously Stalker is a big one for me. We're doing the entire Stalker series and the mods will be included in that. So hit me up in the comments down below if you want me to check out any mods that you know of and that are near and dear to you. That being said, let's jump into Doom and or let's check out Brutal Doom and see you know, is it worth your time? Is it worth downloading? And how hard was it actually to download? Right. New game. So we can start with a pistol, a rifle, a melee attack, a tactical, a purist, or we can go random. I'm just going to go with pistol, of course. What was that there? Normal. Oh, it's just a normal start. Sweet. Knee deep in the dead, shores of hell, inferno. It just goes up and up and up. And then we've got horde mode. So which episode? We'll start with episode 1 and we'll go Too Young to Die, because I want to see as much of the game as possible. So we will go the vanilla experience, spawn preset. So that's actually hard. So damage taken 25 green. It just jumps back. So I've put it in window mode, but I will edit that out for the video so you won't actually notice it. Now you can actually, I want to show you the settings before we start. So if we jump into the visuals of this game, which will be under video mode, display. Let's have a look at this. Where's graphics? Ah, here we go. So you've got dynamic lighting is also on. So you've got bloom and stuff happening and stuff. You can turn all of these on and off, and you can adjust it to your flavor. Now, atmospheric filtering will actually go ahead and change how smooth things look, but I don't notice a big difference unless you turn on texture filtering. Now, this for me makes everything a little bit blurred out and a little bit nasty. So I like it kind of like, you know, okay. I don't want it too smooth. I don't want it too jagged. I want that that you can turn off all textures. I want it to sort of resemble goodness. High res. Let's see if we can rescale some stuff. Yeah, again, that just makes it blurry, right? So visually, I mean, I think I've got it set up. This is just out of the box. Camera textures, sprites and stuff. Okay, good. So what I've done, I've got it looking as close to the original as possible, but with that sort of added lighting. So if you look here, you've got a bit of bloom emitting. You can see there's actually some movement in there as well. You've got bloom coming off the top of there. Now, this isn't by far the best it can look, but with the added bloom, lighting effects, and obviously the increased gore, this game is definitely ready for the Spooktober early adopts. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to do Spooktober the whole way through. Oh, hello. Yes, there we go. And a couple of the classic weapons have been changed out. Let me just finish these. I mean, that is very loud. This game does not fuck around, does it? I might even turn it down to here. Okay, let me know if that's still... Yeah, that's about right. Okay, I think we can get away with that. Yeah, this game does not mess around. They've rechanged the base weapons. I now have a grenade, of course. The eager eye of you who haven't tested this mod out really need to watch this video, because we have a bunch of awesome stuff to go through and check out. Now, it will default to the most powerful weapons, so even if I switch to handgun and then go and pick up a shotgun, it will just default straight back to the shotgun. Now, we'll show you the explosions here, and of course, again, another mechanic that's great and I feel really adds to this game is the fact we can now look up and all in every direction. Really cool mod, really awesome. There you go. I mean, that's just epic. It's Doom on steroids, and I can't recommend it enough. So we're just going to run through, check out the stages. You know, they are basically the same stages of what you're used to. Yeah, I think there's another dude in here. I can hear him. Where's he coming from? So that explosion actually took out this light, so we now have no light emitting from that light. We now have more blood splats on the environment. There's glass. Ah, we can actually get out of here? I don't remember being able to get out of there. No, we can't. Boom. Someone's popping shots though. Okay, let's move on. Now, I just love the handgun, right? I could go with a shotgun, but I really love the handgun. It feels so good. And the great thing about the handgun is kind of like Robocop's gun, where you can just hold down the left trigger. Nice. It does feel like a first-person shooter of modern times now. Okay, we've just picked up the auto. Damn. Like some sort of like Ripley's gun from Aliens right now. How's the volumes for you guys? Because my shooting just goes like way up. Like I'm deafening myself every time I shoot, which I'm just loving right now. Yeah, so I can demonstrate here, right? Let me just throw this grenade out real quick. Oh. Okay, it's got a smile on my face. Yeah, I can demonstrate the aiming here. So if I shoot, you see I missed? Now, in the original Doom, you would just shoot anywhere. Is hole? Oh, fire in the hole? Yeah, if I shoot anywhere, the target would automatically lock in to the enemy, and you would just be able to like pump a shotgun straight, because there was no directional added to the game. So you would just shoot straight and it would hit someone up in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now you have to actually manually aim, which makes the game a little bit tougher, but way more fun. Get some, get some. The bloom off of that. Oh, that looked good. There you go, headshot. Now they do have battle damage, so if you hit them in the arms and legs, there will be different effects. And overall, you can explode them into like a billion pieces if you want. And it does all animate in all that gory goodness. Now you can see here, the water's got a ripple effect to it. They've added that in, so it looks a little bit more liquidy than it originally did. I know about this, bro. I know about this. I'm at old school. Here we go. Didn't know about him being down here though. That's new. And again, you can see the emitting lights from here. Now I think if we go into the options, just for me to be like a little bit facetious about it, if I go into OpenGL and then go lighting, I think we can actually increase the amount of lights on the fly. Use shaders for lights. Let's see what this looks like. Force. Can't see that changing. I wonder if it changes on the fly, because I'm not actually seeing it change. Okay, I've increased the light. Ooh, okay, here we go. Grab the armor, jump out the acid. We got an Uzi. Okay, what a good job they've done of this. You can tell it's a love letter as well. The way the two doors shut. You can tell this is a love letter to retro gaming and Doom in general, right? They obviously fell in love with Doom, as we all did, and they have taken it to the next level and actually put all their time and effort into making a great mod. I had to. They were probably down anyway. Okay, awesome sauce. Through the door. Oh, okay, this guy takes damage. Go for a bigger hit. What we got? Shotgun? This is so good. Oh. I know it's only my first impression, and I have played it with a lot more mods to make it look even more realistic and awesome and high def and more modern. I actually run this in 4K with a bunch of extra textures over the top of it, but it takes a lot more work to get that going. So I've just fired this one up today as the vanilla package, and oh yeah, the game's just great anyway, do you know what I mean? But I want to bring that other version that I'm building on the back end with me to show you all of the mods implemented at once, and it just blows your mind what they can do nowadays. There is still some settings in here that can make this game look a little bit better, but I wanted to go for that sort of retro vibe for those who don't know about this mod, you know, even existing. The overall look and feel of it, is it better than Doom? It's still Doom, like it's still on the base game Doom, but it just has all of those quality of life improvements, all of those cool graphical bumps in fidelity. And I would actually argue the fact that unless nostalgic, for nostalgic reasons, you would go back and play Doom, I would actually say that playing brutal Doom is probably the best way to play Doom right now. I know, controversial. Hit me up in the comments if you think I'm correct. Hit me up in the comments if you think I'm wrong. And let me know if you've played the game or if you're looking forward to playing the game based on this video. And yeah, I mean, we're going to go through the first 3 stages, I think, today and just check it out. Okay, everything needs a reload. There's no auto reload from what I can see. So atmospheric now. Like Doom was always like on the edge of your seat kind of atmosphere, but in the range of you know, pixel art, it wasn't as enthralling as this version. Like I feel like this version has definitely got you where you need to be to feel the horror in Doom. You know, Doom was not really a horror game to me, it was an action shooter. This version, I feel, has a lot more going for it in the way of being able to draw you in. Was that just a standard shotgun? Yeah, it was. The reload's a lot quicker, and we still get the... You have to have that. I don't care what Doom you are playing. If it doesn't have that, you are not playing a Doom. Gosh. They always seem to get hit in. This game is not easy. I can go up the left or right side of this. I'm going to go up the vanilla left, but I'm pretty sure it's better to go up the right side. Ooh. Yeah, if they're going to be filth, I'm just going to have to go ham. Okay, we've got the red key. Everything seems... Oh, hang on. Hello. Yep, he's definitely done. Yeesh. Okay, then we've got a downed previous. Where to now, boys? Find that red... There it is. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch it for the handgun. I'm really missing the handgun already. So, from the targeting system on this game, if I stand back here, and again, you get better effects off of the wall there, you can see it sort of is way above where my gun is. So really, you're constantly sort of shooting lower than the gun's aim. You can see here I'm pointing at that bottom brick in my mind's eye, but I'm shooting way up in the air. You can change that. You can change the sensitivity of stuff in the game and how it's going to auto... I think it's called an auto lock or an auto target system. So then you just shoot anywhere and it will hit the target. It's not a great system, to be honest. That's kind of going backwards. I do prefer the system. It does take you a little getting used to. But once you hit it right, you can hit barrels quite easily. You know, hit things on higher ground without too much of a problem. Just have to bear in mind that you're always kind of shooting a little bit lower than the target you intend to hit. And the handgun is definitely not the weakest thing in the game, but it's by far not the best. Look at this room though. This is pretty impressive. And again, if I go into settings, I should be able to mess with... The main thing to mess with is the lighting. Let's go with... Hang on, so screen size, is that... Okay, well, I don't want to get way tracked. There's so many settings. Sound, display, lighting. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's a way to preference. Here we go. Yeah, so this will actually change on the fly. So we can actually make it darker or lighter, or we can go for the base Doom version. Radial fog, a standard fog. We've got fog forces, bright light, I don't know what that is. Weapon brightness. What else we got going on? That's muzzle flash, I would imagine. Buzz style, shadow or pixels. Don't know what any of that is. There is smooth in now. Let's go with smooth and see if we notice any difference. Particles, we can have smooth, round. They all look the same. Ambient lighting, here we go. That brightens the lights on the screen. That might be better to play in that mode. Rendering, we go with quality. Vortex buffer. Use models. What else we got? Textures. Oh yeah, that's the blurriness. You know what? That does kind of make it look a bit better. I think I'm going to use the times... I think times 4. Let's check these guns out. Does that look any better? Like kind of smoother? Not really sure. It looks smooth enough to play, definitely. Let's go. Ooh. I can hear someone, I can hear someone. Oh, I'm on a reload. Spray and pray. Yeah, that runs out way too quick. Take it to the shotgun game. That's goes mileage. The battle damage on these guys is immense. I think we have flashlight too. Yeah, there you go. We've got flashlight. Ooh, that's pretty. We can make it really bright. Do it. They shot each other. He shot him in the back. He turned around and shot him back. There's AI additions. I didn't even know that was a thing. You notice so much. And again, it's just a real love letter to the original Doom. I don't think it's actually... See, some mods, like you play them and you think, oh, that's an interesting break from the original. I actually think this is improvement. This is 100% an improvement on the original. Gosh. And the extra gore, I mean, it just really sets that horror theme. You see how he held his arm? I'm so impressed right now. I'm in awe of the creators. Everybody who's put their hands to this, just give yourself a pat on the back. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, where is he? I'm thinking going punch just to see what if it's any different from the original punch. You would punch them and they would just sort of like stand where they were doing the animation and move backwards. I'm curious to see if we've got any added punch attacks. Yeah. We've got like a 2 combo into the 3rd hard hit. Ooh, jab, jab, punch. Okay, I'm going to have to go gun here. Just that. Like, that would happen in Doom. You would play out the same scene, but it was way more basic. Like, you didn't get that sort of modern shooter feel. And this is what this game has done. The mods have given you that modern feel. That there's an axe up there. I've never seen an axe. It's giving you that modern feel that you're actually playing something new. Even though it looks like this, there's plenty of new games that come out that have this retro Hex and Doom vibe. And they kind of do a really good job at emulating it, but they never quite hit Doom, right? This one is Doom, just with a fancy coat on. And it just feels so much better. Holy shit. Yeah, gone for the big damage, boys. I can see why they put 3 health packs there now. So, ooh. There was so much to say. So the AI actually uses the lift now. They never used to do that. They used to just stand on the spot until you went down there and then sort of come towards you firing their weapons off. I was hoping to have a grenade. I haven't picked one up in a while. I'm thinking we're going to have to go machine gun, but one of them will run out really quick. I think it's this one we want. Yeah. Get some. Get some. Gross. Running around, you spin me round, round. Okay, we've got the nice calm before the storm. It should be the end of the stage, but I don't trust this game as far as I can throw it. I've thrown a couple of extra dudes in there. some. I mean, there's only one left. We'll finish him with the classic. Oh, there's two. And there's blood dripping down the wall. I just cannot get over how good this is to play. Like, forget the visuals. I mean, this is, you know, it needs to look bad, ideally, to fit that Doom shoe. But the gameplay is so solid. Whoa! They're playing with me now. They're playing with me. So that's the end of stage 2. Like I said, I want to do 3 stages just to get this video done and out. And then we're going to be doing a sort of brutal Doom. Bros. A brutal. Now it's put me off. Brutal Doom on steroids, with all of the mods that I can possibly find and fit in without crashing the game. Actually making really good time. It's only 2:15. That's about 15 minutes a stage. We've got some ammo pickups. We've got a little bit of health sitting around. Now I will bring back for the last match, if I go into user interface, which I believe, where's that? Is it player setup? Gameplay possibly. Where's the UI? Gameplay, compatibility, auto map. That's just the map. There you go, HUD. So we can actually default the HUD, and we can do alternative HUDs. So if I go to the alternative HUD, I can actually give you loads of stats at the side there, or I can go ahead and put the original HUD on as well. So if I go back and we go force default crosshair, there should be default HUD in here. Let's have a look. Full screen HUD. Classic style. So if I set that to classic style, we should have... Yeah, I can't actually see it. I don't think that is it. Miscellaneous. What's this? Auto saves. No, it's not that. It should be here. Switch to alternative HUD. Scale. Double pixels. Show item count. Where is the classic HUD? It used to be a big grey bar. I'm sure they've got it. Large weapons, stretch full screen HUD. Ah, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Old mug. Name tag, large frag messages. This one's given me like a grenade count and stuff at the bottom there, which is awesome. You can have a crosshair. No way, I've actually got, yeah, okay, crosshair wins. I'm going with crosshair, but I want to make it white. You see how intricate you can get with this game. You can start really messing with it. You can have different styles of crosshair. You can have the cross, you can have the circle. I think the circle works pretty well right now. Oh, actually a laser dot. That could be cool. Go with a laser dot. Someone actually put all these in the game. There's so many. 60, 70, 80, 90. That is ridiculous. There is 100 different gun dots or crosshairs. But if I go back to laser dot and then we do, it says grow the crosshair when picking up items. Hell yeah. So we can actually change the color of the crosshair, I think. Like a red. Okay, so the crosshair has to stay green from what I can tell. Gal crosshair. Oh, it gets big. I don't want that. Vote in, bloody blah blah. Now I've got the HUD set to classic style, but it doesn't seem to want to do anything with it, which is weird. There must be another HUD. Gameplay options. Infinity ammo, bloody hell. You can actually chief the game. Jump joystick, customize controls, multiplayer options. Won't be in there. Alright, reloaders are now on mouse 4. Player setup. Yeah, I can't seem to find the... I'd think it'd be under HUD, right? Sound display. Is it in here? Use fuzz. Def camera. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give up on that one. Video mode. Okay, so I thought you could have the classic Doom bar, but it doesn't seem like the classic Doom bar is available, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that. So I've actually just put a laser dot on my gun, so now we can actually see with every gun where we're actually shooting on the screen and hit that target even easier, which I think should be enabled as default. And it would be nice if it like actually interacted with the enemy. Yeah, okay, this is just too sick. Why'd you ghost me? Bring it. You missed. Plenty of pickups. Ooh. Yet one still survived. I like the fact that all the hidden objects and stuff are still in the game. Ooh. Yeah, I'm captivated. I knew it was a good idea to bring this to stream just because it's a fun thing to look at, but I didn't know how much more of this game I want to play. I want to see this all the way through now because every stage is so enjoyable. There was grenades. I don't think we've got any, have we? Oh, if only. It's even got the slide working on the gun. Oh. The Doom never made you feel like that. It never made you feel sorry for the enemy. He like caught me slipping on a corner and I just knee-jerk reaction shot him in the neck. Yeah, I know this bit, I know this bit. Oh. The clip comes out. I can't believe that. I didn't even notice the clips actually eject. Ooh, 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 that was bad for us. Tell you what, for nostalgic, I don't think I've played... I probably played Doom. When was the last time I played Doom now? What are we in? We're in 2.5. So I think the last time I played Doom was probably around 2015. And I know that's going back some, but it's like I got a handheld device and the first thing you do when you get an emulation device is fire up Doom, right? Pretty much anything you get, you should fire up Doom on it. And yeah, it played Doom flawlessly, and I was just impressed with the fact that it played Doom flawlessly. Now I need to run brutal Doom on all those devices again, because this is just another level. Hello, thought we kept you slipping. Again, they just need to drop more grenades. This would be such a cool section with grenades enabled. Don't know who's shooting me and where from where. Okay, although they have the door just splattered him. with squelches and squidges. Yeah, the advanced AI is really cool, but they actually, like, if you hide behind a wall, they actually come right here to see you. So it's a good way just to pop in and pop out. And I've moaned about modern games, Vanguard being one of them, where you pop out and you don't have the lean, right? You don't have the tilt on your gun. If this had tilt, this would automatically become another level, like Ready or Not has. Those sort of games are very tactical, where you can hide behind a wall and then lean and just do a little pop shot. Now, in this game, arguably it would make it a bit easy, but just popping in and out works so much better than a brand new game like Vanguard does. Like, it feels off in Vanguard. In this game, it feels absolutely perfect because you're kind of on that rail, that sort of, you know, left, right, up and down. You don't really go diagonally. You can, but you don't really go diagonally too often in Doom unless you're using a controller. And who uses a controller for Doom? Come on now. Damn, I missed that, and that was a purpose miss as well. All my fault. All my fault I missed that barrel. Right, I want to go hand-to-hand combat on this guy. Here we go. We've got right hook. Left and right hook now. Get some. So I can jab, which is a double jab and a hard hit, or I can right hook, which is completely different. Oh, he's right near a barrel. Mate. Game of this age, and I'm going to look up when this game actually originally released. Should not be this good. I know the mod's great. The game itself is still the base of Doom. You know what I want to see next? I want to see someone make a Stalker style game, like a survival looter shooter, but like based in solo play, using the Doom engine. I want to see that everything you pick up, you have to check your ammo, you have to make sure that you conserve ammo, it's scarce, you have like a backpack with inventory. Like, if they could do that, then that's the next stage for this game. Brutal Doom as a base, yeah, we've already got Doom underneath that, and we've got the DNA of all the other mods that are thrown into that Brutal Doom, and then we have the Stalker style, you know, extraction shooter, because they borrowed that from Stalker. If we've got them elements thrown into Doom, I would just be in my dream game right now. So all of the textures from Doom, right, but like in an extraction shooter or Stalker style. What's going on there? Ooh, I shot him onto something. Okay, we've got the card key. Of course he cracks his knuckles, boys. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like the hit markers. The barrels are really good for clearing out the area. Letting you know there's no enemies left. I'm in danger of running out of ammo right now. This was a heavy resistance area. What happened there? Did he... Oh, one of his spikes come off his... Oh, that's cool. Like I said, multiple destruction when I started, but I didn't realise how in-depth they've actually gone with that. Hang on, I think my chat has froze. I'm just going to refresh. Right, I want this. We used to know how to get it. If we can figure it out. Basically behind this wall here. don't think they've changed it. I think it's down here. Press the switch. No, because that's that. Okay, I've actually forgotten. Over all these years, I have forgotten how to get that. I'm sure it's just up and around, but there's a guy in there as well. Right, you big mother lovers, we are out. This is the blue key to end stage 3. We've got a short period to go through. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know what? The weapons are OP, but the game itself lends itself to that new motion you have. But they put more enemies here because I can just spray between 2 and 3 of them. Whereas in the original, you had to be set on your path. You could only shoot straight, and if you did shoot straight, it would go off an auto target. But you wouldn't have the ability to kill 3 like that. Ooh. Damn. And I think the most used weapon in Doom for me was the shotgun. Don't even know what happened now. That just exploded by itself. My story, and I'm sticking to it. There we go. This room is clear. Absolutely wrecked them. And end of. Yeah, I mean, it's great. Everything about this is great. I'm not sure how many stages this game has. Is this the menu? How do we get back to like the there is no main menu, is there? Ah, here we go. This is new. Source port. Enable all features. Let's try that. Let's see what happens if we do that. I've enabled all features. Level options. Screen options. Screen effects. HUD. Okay, so to get the classic HUD, I think you have to HUD style, brutal, minimal, or full helmet. Well, I'll stick with brutal, so it's kind of cool. What's full helmet then? HUD size. Ah. So for some reason, the smallest HUD gives me the biggest HUD. And then you can change out what you want to do with that. Centered HUD, yes please. HUD scaling. So we should be able to rescale the HUD here. Status bar scale. Wow, you can change everything if you want. Stretch the bar. Ooh. HUD scaling, enemy health, performance. Ah, okay, so this is where we can actually make it. Yeah, this is where we can actually make it even more in depth. Permanent shell castings, look, more gore. Can actually make more gore. Lots. Give me extreme. Player HUDs again. That's that one. Crosshairs done. Gameplay. What we got here? Enhanced sidekick. Born demon spheres. Shootable rockets. Let's do that. Okay, so this is how you make it look like classic Doom. And the way you do that, you have to go into the brutal Doom options, not just the options. So this is essentially the modded options that are in the game already. There's already a bunch of mods here that give you options to absolutely everything. But you can also go into brutal Doom and then you can change out exactly this specific model, which is the best way because this has all of the textures and things in it. So now the guns look a little bit better, which arguably you know, you either like it or you don't like it, but I actually prefer it. He's got very smooth arms now. And we got the bottom bar, which is really, really cool. So you can have that classic look to Doom. Yeah, so what do we think of Brutal Doom? I mean, you've just seen nothing but smiles and good comments from me. So it's 100%. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. I think this takes Doom to the next level. And all that really can expand this for me is to have a Stalker style game based in the Doom universe using the Doom maps with brand new enemy types and brand new challenges. Other than that, I wouldn't wish for another Doom. This Brutal Doom, next to making improvements and maybe like really making this look like a next gen, could be really an awesome idea as well. If it can achieve that, then yeah, that's great. I'd like to see Brutal Doom, you know, go to the next level over the next few years. I don't think this is worth revisiting next to playing through it. Obviously, I'm going to continue to play through the whole game myself, but I don't think it's like anything worth revisiting in the next couple of years. I think give the developer a couple of years to bring out these mods and compile these mods together, and then it's probably worth revisiting. Now, there's a bunch of Doom mods out there that I am not unaware of, so if you know any and you play them yourself, let me know in the comments down below. And if you do want to hit me up and let me know about any other mods in any other games that are just to die for, then of course I am welcoming, and I will create content on the ones I see fit. That all being said, thank you for joining me today, guys, and go download yourself Brutal Doom. I've got links in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye. Okay, that one's done, boys. Now we're going to jump into a classic PC game I wanted to test. I just need to restart my record. I like these games because although they're not, you know, overly popular and they're hard to sort of live stream because, you know, no one's actually looking for them right now. I create all my videos live. So come in here on the channel, I'm really going to hit my core audience. I've got to install DirectX CC or Plus or whatever it is. C++ 2005. Okay. Yeah, but coming here and doing these videos is like really awesome for me because I get to experience some of the old classics while still doing the promos and things for other people. Now, I do have a game that got sent to me yesterday. It's an early access demo of Solo Leveling, which is a brand new RPG, I believe, with Souls-like elements. So I think I might fire that up if we get through Homefront within the next hour or so. I can do a triple today. We'll do the triple trouble. And that will give those who came in earlier or have hung out or, you know, it's a little sweet surprise. If you've watched to the end, you'll get that little bonus. So it's just now installing. Give it a minute. I'm not sure if C++ messes with OBS. It shouldn't do. I think it's just a requirement for the game. So it's now installing DirectX from 2010. That's how old this game is, boys. I will go by the Steam, but I'm pretty sure if I now quickly Google this, it came out prior. I'm sure it came out prior to this. Homefront release date. I think I had it on the 360. I'm going to go by that. It's a console port on the PC, but they did a good job of it from what I'm aware of. It's not great, like it's not upscale textures too much, but it will blow your mind in how old this game is. So it came out in 2011. So that's using DirectX 10 from 2010. And it was published by THQ, which is awesome. THQ are my boys. I like those. I'm going to get you a picture as I now have the game booted, which was no problem whatsoever. I only purchased this game yesterday, which is sick because I purchased this and the newer version of it. Right, okay, cool. Let's jump in and sort the settings out real quick. We are rocking 1080, but it's in a border mode. Why is it in border mode? Why doesn't it have full screen? Gameplay. Toggle frame. What's this? Frame rate toggle. Okay, none of that I need to worry about. Systemic window. Oh, here we go. Windows. So we do full screen. Will it stay or will it go? Yeah, it stays. Brilliant. This is what that Brutal Doom needs. Just a way to stick on any screen that you have the box in. I will do VSync because it's going to run it at 60 frames, or I think it's 120. There we go. Very high. Can we not just adjust all of these? Right, so we're going to whack all of these up to the maxed out settings because during this time period, we should have been able to do that anyway. Atmospheric, I'll put 4 because that will affect my recording. Turn off motion blur, that sucks. We'll put bloom on. I like the way they're off by default, which means PCs back then were not capable of running it. Right, effects. Okay, this looks about right. Okay, mute all, push the talks on, apply. That's all applied. And that is as simple as this game is to get up and running. That's really, really good. Okay, let's do an intro. Let's get myself comfortable. Oh. Right guys, today we are taking a look at Homefront, just off the back of playing the Brutal Doom. I'm doing Homefront 1 and 2 Revisit. It's part of my retro classic look, my rewind as I like to call it. It's a game that sort of hit home with me back in the day. I originally played it around 2013. It'd been out on the Xbox 360 console for about a year or so, I believe. And it really made an impact. It was just a Call of Duty clone because Call of Duty was really big back then. You had Call of Duty 2 and Zombies being like the biggest game of all time at the time. And this was kind of in that generic shooter category, but the story was hard hitting. It was kind of dramatic. If you have some sort of emotion in your body, you will probably be offended or in some way touched by the topics in this game. But it did have kind of meh writing, okay? So it's not like groundbreaking. It's not, you know, conspiracy theory, Illuminati style, but it is definitely the baseline of a war-torn situation. And the atmosphere was what sold me on this game. It was so good back in the day. And it was just something that I picked up randomly for like 15 bucks on a sale. And I just went home and I had like a week's worth of enjoyment out of this. They released a sequel, which I never touched, which I now have purchased from Steam because I got it for $5 with all the DLC. Win. So yeah, I'm going to be checking out the sequel, which will be a first impression on a Rewind Retro, which is madness to say. But today we are checking out my beloved Homefront. It's not the best game. It's not like in my top 5, top 10, even top 30. But it is something that I spent a lot of time with it, and it has a big memory for me. So I want to go back now in, in the future, nearly 15 years on, and just see, does it have that same effect? Is it still cool? And does it still have that atmospheric feel now that we've played some of these new modern, epic AAA titles? That being said, thank you for joining me today. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and definitely enjoy the video because I intend to. Right, let's jump in. Homefront, here we go. We're going to start a new campaign, and we're going to hit yes. Now, I don't know if I can show this because these are a lot of faces and the story does go into quite a lot of depth. So I'm going to leave that for you guys to go through and watch that yourselves. You can see other YouTube videos putting it out there. But for me, I just wanted to go in and really check out the gameplay itself. So as you can see, starting off now, if you refer to something, and I shocked myself by firing this up yesterday, just on this first scene, if you think of something like DayZ, or 7 Days to Die, or Scum, or not so much Scum, what's the other one? Rust. You look at the graphic fidelity of those games, and those games are technically very popular and very new. Look at the graphics fidelity of this. Now, we are talking 2011. 15 years ago. Running DirectX 9. And as we go through, I'm just going to remind you of that. So this is a console port. Now the console version didn't look a patch on this. They did do some upgrades. They did do some high-res bits and bobs here. And they did give us basically that high resolution, which makes a massive difference. But on the Xbox 360, you did have the 1080p and you was able to run it at this fidelity. So that's what I'm doing. I've locked it at 60 frames, 1080p, but with everything turned up. So it's got the added bells and whistles that the console did not. Whoa, okay. I completely forgot. Look at him. Look how good he looks. Does he not look almost Stalker-like? And I'm not talking Stalker 2. I'm talking Stalker 1. That was one of the games that blew everybody away, and their console just couldn't run it, Yes, the bad guy was King Jong-un. Of all the people to use. I don't know how they got away with it. They literally used all real faces, all real American politicians and governors, all real Eastern, you know, protagonists as bad guys, you know. It's really interesting, the story for me. It's like as if Kim Jong-un had taken us over, right? He's trying to invade and he's causing havoc. And we start off the game as part of the resistance. So we get arrested and then we're like an ex-army type. So they want us to join their resistance and become like their savior or help them out. So that's basically what we do. Now this bus is synonymous for a massive glitch when this game came out, and it really put PC players off actually buying this game. You couldn't get off the bus. The bus crashes later on. No spoiler, it's in like 5 minutes. The bus crashes and you end up with the bus upside down and you awaken. And you couldn't move past that point. Whether you ducked, jumped, moved around, you just couldn't do it. There was a gun on the floor it was asking you to pick up, and the glitch was that you couldn't pick the gun up. So the game needed patching hard. And when the game first came out, a lot of people wasted their money, time and effort getting hold of the copy just to find out they can't actually play it on PC very well. That's long since gone, long since patched, and if you do remember that, you know, hit me up in the comments, because I'd love a discussion about that one, because that drove me mad. I took the game back to EB Games at the time and I got a refund, and I went and purchased it on the PC later on once that had been patched. But this game is quite brutal. You just saw someone getting oofed there. You can see here this child's parents have just been, yeah, one of those. This game does not pull its punches when it comes to bringing you into a war-torn scenario.
Every time the resistance gains some ground, the KPA comes down on the rest of us.
If you want the game louder, obviously let me know, because it isn't particularly loud right now. I'm going to flick out and just turn it up for you a bit. There will be a bunch of shooting in a bit.
More fuel for the labor camps.
There we go.
Never going to see most of those people again.
I think I've actually forgotten my chat, so I can't actually see it. Probably on charge. Right, here we go. So we've got a what looks to be anti-tank machine gun, or one of those rail guns that are attached to a helicopter that's now scanning and waiting for anyone to make a wrong move. That's really cool though. I don't think we even have those now, do we? I've never seen those being deployed in war.
Ever notice how quick the bodies disappear? Mass graves. That's what I've heard. Look, when we get to wherever they're taking us, you gotta stick together, okay?
Yeah, stick together.
Watch each other's backs.
Oh, there it is. There it is. So this is a rescue attempt right now. Look, my eyes go blurry. Now you guys are getting a better picture than me. You're getting extra sharpening, you're getting 4K output, and you've got 16:9. I'm running this in a 4:5 or whatever it is, 4:9.
You can thank me later.
Oh yeah. And here it is. Now I cringe every time now. Like, this is making me nervous. So it says pick the gun up. So what you would do is duck, go up to the gun and try and pick it up, and you wouldn't be able to back in the day. Now obviously it's been patched out, but that was, I think, the 1.1 patch fixed that, and it kept going wrong. It wasn't a great fix.
Glad to see Connor's plan didn't catch you.
Everything's working fine now, which is great.
Let's go.
White Castle, okay, a little bit of product placement. Look at this though, look at my hands. Look at the fact that we now have just a really nice texture on. Oh, hang on, I better get in here. Really nice textures on almost everything here. It's very premium for a, you know, single release. You know, it's THQ, yeah, they got a few quid behind them, but like they really did well with this one. And my gun has shines on it. It's not the best thing we've seen nowadays. You can aim down sight and it is clickable, which, you know, before now I don't think we saw. Not even in Call of Duty did you have toggle aim. Okay, reloaded, and we're in. And the other thing I remember about this game is you cannot take too many hits. I think I'm going to try and make this actually look even better. Let me go for 1080 with... Oh, I can't change it now once it's in. Okay, I was hoping to put on a bit more anti-aliasing. Let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, that should give us a little bit less of a blurry edge. Gunplay's still solid. Really, really solid. Now, there ain't that too many guns in this game. I think they only had like 4 or 5 major guns in a game. But it was before a time when, you know, we required and demanded a certain amount of fidelity. I've just died. I've died. How have I died? What is wrong with me? Okay, can we save? Hang on. I just want to go back and really make this game look as good as it can. Because I know this game can look better than that. Let's go with 4. Let's go with 8. Yeah, it's still in 20. Let's do this. Maybe depth of field is the problem. Let me turn that on. Just seems a bit off, that's all.
The torpedo that...
Yeah, we're not going to go through that. Okay, cool. It starts us right back where we was. Yeah, that looks a bit better. That looks a bit sharper now.
They're trying to head us off.
I hope you're worth what this rescue's gonna cost us.
And again, female protagonist here that doesn't annoy you out the gate, and the guy is pretty awesome as well. They do just shout shiz at you pretty much the whole time. But overall, they're pretty fun. Okay, the depth of field I'm not a lover of because it blurs my gun when I aim down sight. I like my graphics crisp and sharp.
You're in the resistance now.
Let's see if we can turn that off. I don't think we can. No, so I'm going to have to go back again. Back again, back again. So we'll do width. Then we'll go options. I will get it right. Had to do this before. There you go. We'll just turn that one off. It doesn't add to the visuals. Click the zoom. You'll see this crap's face. Here we go. Now we're not aimed down sight, it's nice and clean for you, yeah? It's very much blurred out. I don't like that look.
I hope you're worth what this rescue's gonna cost us.
We need you in this fight, Jacob. Start shooting.
Put your weapons on the ground and put your hands on top of your head.
2 of them coming over the fence.
Surrender your weapons.
Aim for the head. Make every bullet count.
Open fire.
I did just notice I shot that car and it moved. I will test that in a minute. Yeah, look, if I shoot this vehicle, it's got a wobble to it. Little differences like that, like that's a little bit of sort of labour of love when they built this game, yeah? And although the textures are kind of flat now, not all of them, you know, are high res and popping. Ooh, buddies. The visual aspects of this game still blow me away today. Maybe I'm easily pleased, maybe you don't agree. But for me, you know, even from a distance, it's a pretty good looking game. Hit the assault rifle, but that's there. I've got the assault rifle. Yeah, I don't think we can take it down, but we can just run past. Ooh. This game punishes as well. The enemies are pretty accurate, and when they do shoot you, it's very little. What is it, like 3 or 4 shots and you're down? So you do have to be careful, use your cover. The AI sometimes does the, you know, some dumb things, makes life a little bit easy like that.
Pick up any spare mags you find. Don't leave any ammo for the enemy. There's a gas
Okay, so we can
station
pick up
up
their
ahead.
weapon.
Kids use it as
Again,
a
this is
school.
already 3 guns. I'm
I know
going to
a
count them as
shortcut
we
through the
go.
suburbs. We need to
Because
get
I'm
out
not
of sight
sure
until
there's
this
a lot
blows
of guns in the game, but you do get to pick up their weapons as well, which is nice. I'm sure it's like 5 or 6 guns total.
Enemies by the bus.
But it's not something I was bothered about back in the day, you know, like these retro games, going back and testing them out. The reason I do it is because there's so much more to look at in the game than what some reviewers say about it. And not that I've seen a review of it, but I know that reviewers tend to compare it to today's modern standards, or, you know, it's the feeling we had back then. Retro comes from the feeling of putting a tape in a tape deck that you just paid a £10 for and listening to your favourite songs. You can't ever get that back, you know, that's just something you talk about now. It's not something you could ever really have again, because you're never going to have that first experience. And this game was my first experience of a story-driven, realistic, war-torn situation. And yes, it's not that realistic. The story's not that great. But back then, it bloody was. There wasn't much to compare this to. Here we go. Fuel USA. USA.
Pick up those grenades.
Ooh, grenades. Yes, please. Where are they? Where are they? It says pick them up, but don't highlight them. Where they is?
Grenades over here. Transport heli.
More of the fuckers roping in.
What? What? What?
Heavy fire.
I can't see any grenades. What's he talking about?
Don't leave those frags lying around.
Yeah, I'm going in because it says it's 9 meters to go. Wrecked.
Don't leave those frags lying around.
Okay, they're there. Got them. I've got 64 ammo left, and I can pick up those weapons from the dropped guys there.
Pick up those
Again,
grenades.
these two people, although I'm kind of unrememberable, I don't really remember what my character's name is or who he is or what he does, other than we're a resistance team. These two are very memorable. I've remembered these for nearly 15 years now, locked in my brain. Yeah, I could have used that storage for something else. But I do remember playing this game back in the day, and
Throw a frag.
two of the standout moments were from these characters.
Throw a grenade.
Another transport.
On the left.
Ooh, that truck coming in. Time for grenades, boys.
Hit him with a grenade.
Hit him with the G.
Check your fire.
Nice. Big old ragdoll moment.
Stay low.
There's too many
Take them
of
all with us.
Another one out.
They're gonna blow.
Don't stop
Okay,
shooting.
classic ragdoll's always fun. Get some. Get some. Whoa. Okay.
Everybody in one piece.
I really don't remember this game at all.
We gotta go before reinforcements show up.
I just remember it being really awesome. So now this is a completely different gun. So that's now what? 5 guns deep? Ooh. That smoke effect though. Look at these particles. Look at this fire. What? 2011. Oh damn, my crew done left me. Baby, come back.
Boone, it's Connor. We got the pilot.
I've got light rays.
Don't worry about it. Just a gas station. Ought to slow him down.
You know what? My scope even looks better than 90% of the new scopes that come out. It's a flat texture of the sky, but it flickers and it looks really good.
Boone thinks it's
The
too
flicker
dangerous
effect.
to blend in with the locals. He'd rather risk the entire operation than upset a bunch of squatters.
Calm down. He's just looking out for them.
Ooh,
Yeah? Well,
how do we
who's
prone?
looking out for us?
Z. Classic. So you can see here, like if I look at texture of the floor, you know, it kind of looks whack. But when you're standing up, you know, it's not so bad.
Hold your fire. Fuck. Tank. Stay out of sight.
Please don't shoot me.
There's a whole squad out there.
I don't think they saw us. position. Nobody
Social
move.
activities. Residents are required to return to their
What do we think? Do we think it's a win?
Wait for it.
I think visually and sound effects, you know, they've got to be a full point. Story's alright. I'm kind of getting into it. Like, again, it's not the best looking game, but I've played games that look like Roblox. So as long as the gameplay's solid, you know, who cares? The shadows are a bit jank and they haven't aged very well. A lot of the trees and stuff don't have movement, you know, natural movement. They're kind of static. They still look pretty decent, you know. Look at this tree. Old school, but still works. And when you're playing the game, who even cares? You know, you're not really looking that hard.
Send the entire army after us.
Do not enter.
What
And
did
we
you
enter.
expect? They kicked the hornet's nest.
Look at the way she's sort of taking cover as she goes. She's not just running from point A to point B.
Ease up, Connor. Boone picked him for a reason.
A pilot with combat experience? I'm sure we could have found one that didn't involve getting chased by a tank.
Ooh. Okay, they've blocked up the upstairs. Someone's crusty mattress. Again, light rays are really selling this. I don't remember, again, light rays being in games at this point. Going up into the treehouse. Yeah, sniper action time. These set pieces are really still like hitting. They hit hard. Here's some. I'm in a back, Jack. Your dirt.
Another heli coming in low. Incoming!
Oosh. My treehouse. Did you see the teddy bear fall? Like little attention to detail. Big PB game. I'm thinking it is.
Coming over the wing.
There was a lot of cool little set pieces in this. Go for the head. Now whether they keep this up through the whole game, I do not know. I just remember finishing this game and having a real good time and putting it down and thinking I want there to be more Homefront. And of course, like, you know, there was other things at this time. There was God of War. There was Call of Duty. There was GTA 4. There was things to play. So I wasn't like bothered that much. But I just remember it being a really positive experience. Trying to get a headshot on this. I think even Bioshock held my attention for a long time. I finished the first one and I got about halfway through the second one. Again, probably a game worth going back and revisiting. If you know any classics that you just feel like we haven't covered and I could probably lend my, you know, gamer expertise to, then hit me up in the comments down below and let me know whether there is anything that really stands out to you from the Xbox 360 PS3 era, you know, anything that really grabbed your attention. Maybe we can align. Oh, he's just come and taunted me. Now I've got his gun. Okay, so this I think is a variation, not a new gun. Possibly. Does kind of look new, I'm not sure. So if it's new, it's 6. But if not, then it's just a variation scheme, which is still fair. Does sound rapid. I'm gonna call it 6 either way because it just looks really cool. Right, in the window down. They're climbing fences. They're jumping out of windows. I'm out of ammo, so it's going to be grenade. That grenade went ham. Did it get him? Oh, not quite. Let's try another one.
Dumb ways to die.
I'm not done yet.
So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die.
I've got a handgun. I'm going to have to go handgun.
APC.
Dude, where was you? You missed Doom, my friend. Oh. How we doing, friend? Moving up. Down, down. This game does not pull its punches. They are completely accurate and very dangerous. Can't rush it. Yeah, I definitely took those two down. Yeah, that's a new gun too. Okay, I'm going to call it. There is way more guns than I remember. I'm already at 7 by my count. That, we're moving up, sweet. Yeah, there's that other one. That's the one that's spray and praise. We'll keep that as a spare, because there's quite a few enemies here. Look, I've got dirt and, like, shiz on my screen. Gun sounds are completely different, too. So good. 2011, Phil. 2011. Say something. Tell me this game ain't good. And yeah, it's just moving from A to B set pieces. But what set pieces do you want? I mean, these are great. That's what got me. That's what oofed us. Yeah, damn tank. He's in. Better weapon there if I want it.
Our weapons won't even dent that son of
Got
a
4
bitch.
grenades.
We need explosives.
We're drawing fire. Flank it.
Don't know if my grenades will make a difference to the tank.
Find a way to get above it.
Aha. Up we go. Too many guns, that's it. Loving the sweater. The GB looks a proper British. You look like a proper British bulldog. Oh, oh, oh.
Get in that window.
Watch it, watch it, watch it. Flap, 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 flap. It was on sale. It was on sale, bro. Anything with a flag on's half price. So the protagonist of this game, Phil, that'll interest you, is is King Jong-un. Right, I'm getting out. I've just set the grenades. How do I get out?
Get a couple charges on.
Pick up C4. Maybe I wasn't supposed to put it there.
Explosives to take out that APC.
What
Find
have I done?
something.
Am I supposed to blow that? Oh, they're here. Okay,
Need
C4.
explosives to take out that APC. Find something.
Oh, my days. How am I supposed to get C4 onto that thing? I messed up. Lizard People. Yeah, we watched a film with lizard people in yesterday. What was it called? Devils something with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp did a film where he was chasing down the demonic Bibles. And right at the end, there's a woman who's a lizard person. You can shapeshift her face. They do exist. They don't exist. They do exist.
Machine gun, second floor window.
Just got do exist and don't exist all the way down the chat. Mixed feelings about it. Let's call it that. Headshot. Gut shot. This guy's popping shots. Okay, the double tap seems to work. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Yeah, I'm out of here. I know where he's going. I'm already gonna hide.
APC, get out of the yard.
Is this an APC? Yeah, you know me.
Get down. That cannon will tear you apart.
Okay, big damage. They do.
Our weapons won't even dent that son of a bitch. We need explosives.
Back up, son.
Get in that window.
Oh, I'm gonna grenade him just for a laugh. Run! You see, the AI is pretty good, you know, when they want to be. They react naturally.
We need explosives. to
Right,
take
throw
out that
C4.
Find something.
Lashed. That's stuck to it. Here we go. Boom shank.
Get in that window. Get a couple charges on it.
I've got to grab another C4. How do we select the C4 though? It doesn't tell me.
We need explosives to take out that APC.
Right, bro, calm
Find
your passion. I'm trying to work out how to switch from a grenade to a C4. And throw grenades all day.
Get a couple charges on it.
Now,
We need
confusion.
explosives to take out that APC. Find
I
something.
can only switch weapons. Okay, I need to find the C4 button. Controls. Special is 4, special is 5. Could be that. C4, I don't see any C4. Aim down sight, toggle vibration. Next weapon, previous weapon. Secondary, primary, alt. Jesus Christ. Grenades, special explosive is F. Okay, who knew?
Get a couple charges on it.
Get a couple charges on it. There you go, a couple C4s. Boom. That's how it goes. Detonation in the room.
Fucking standing.
I guess we better go down the safe way. I'm going to take some more C4 though, just for the lulz. I'll put one on there. I'm going to blow up the computer. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. Out the window. Boom. The PC is no more. The Queen was a lizard, for sure, and the royal family. Well, I mean, that's personal opinion, and I don't condone that at all, of course. But, you know, I've seen some images where she does look a bit lizard-fied. The problem is Photoshop is very good nowadays. And you never know what to believe unless you're there seeing it with your own two eyes. And, you know, I'm not saying there is or isn't. I'm just saying I've never personally shook hands with one that I know of. But we are getting close. We are getting to talk to a lot of, you know, high up ranking people now. And I get a lot of emails from very strange companies and stuff. So yeah, maybe we'll one day open a door and figure that out. But even if I did, my lips would be sealed. I don't want to end up in a, you know, drug-induced coma in my hotel room. Not that they do that, ever, to celebrities. Never. Is it? Alright, let's roll. If you want to be famous, take this. The Illuminati symbol. I don't think it's that. I think it's more, it's a trade. You know, you become part of an entertainment system, which I never planned to do. I'm quite happy being me, you know. I'm too old for that. They wouldn't want me. They don't get 40 years out of me and then end up chucking me into a tree in a car or something, do they? I'm used up. I've only got about 13, 14 years left in me.
They're just trying to live their lives. Besides, Boone gave you an
And I'll be too grey and too old for anyone to listen to, and it'll all be game over. Well, I can say, hey, I had a good run. I did 10 years. I did 10 years. They say, shut up, you old bastard. Yeah, it's my man, the old pusher fridge. See, you see these in games now, and it has a lot more particles, a lot of dust and things. Bits fall off the fridge sometimes. But, like, you think, oh, no, that's good. But, like, really, this is 2011 right now, and we're still seeing that. Do you know what I mean? I can go back to, like, PS2 and find stuff that has carried over into real modern games, like games that came out last week. You know, Battlefield 6, I mean, I said that was going to be meh. I said it was going to be standard issue. I played the beta. I didn't bring it to stream because I didn't feel the game was up to scratch. And what's happened? It had a big old peak, and now it's just dropped right off, right? It's dropped by like 20,000 players because people are starting to realise, you know, it's meh. A lot of Call of Duty players jumped over there and realised it's not Call of Duty, so they're not playing it no more. And a lot of people bought the game at $60 and decided that they just got mugged off. And I'm not being funny, it ain't the first time. Battlefield 1 to 3, great games, rememberable, always classics. After that, they just dropped off hard. And I think 5 kind of brought it back a little piece, but not much. You know, not much. So 6 I had very low hopes for, and it didn't disappoint. It's okay. Like, it's a good game. It's just not a great game. And I didn't want to spend $60 on a game that's not great. A high price tag for a game that's meh. Mid, if you like, as the cool hip kids on the street say nowadays with their man baggers. I actually got in trouble the other day, Phil. I told 4 kids on a bus off. They were teenagers, and they were the most backward, inbred, special ed kids that you have ever met in your life or had the misfortune to sit on a bus with. I told them all to shut up before I put their teeth down their throat. And they eventually behaved and got off at the next stop. But, you know, it is what it is. Not without calling me a few names, effing and jeffing. But, you know, they done as they're told. They annoyed everybody on the bus for about 5 to 10 minutes. And I couldn't take no more. But I gave them a bit of a dad talking to, you know, like that father talking to. And they got shook, they got scared. It's like people need to raise their kids properly, boys. Oh yeah, they're coming through the windows, Oh. Dudes. Okay, we've got bullet holes coming through the wall with light rays coming through them. 20 of them. What? Oh, I'm getting wrecked. I've got no ammo. What's with the baby crying? Dudes, I can't do this. I can't do this. Grenade. I see four of them. Someone shut that kid up. Jeez. Talk about off-putting pressure. Damn, I'd be crying if I was here too. This is some bullshit. Hey kids, get off my lawn. It was that. It was basically that. I don't know if I should go into too much detail about it. I mean, I don't know who they are or anything. I'm hoping to see them again, do you know what I mean? Because next time I won't be so nice. Oh, they're gassing us. They're gassing us. Run! She's got a baby in her hand. Why's she got a baby in her hand? Why are we trying? What's going on here? Why is the baby so important? Okay, we're just going to hold them off. Get back. Jeez. That is all kicking off.
He's been hit. I don't know what to do.
Put pressure on it. Here. We need Goliath. Where is it?
Oh, damn.
Where's Goliath?
Out back. Goliath's out back. But the targeter's in my bag. Over there.
Okay, I guess that's my job. Get the targeter.
He's bleeding to death.
We got slow-mo. Damn, I don't even remember this game being this good. I knew it was good, but I didn't remember it being this epic.
Take out those vehicles. Use the targeter.
Where's the targeter? What am I supposed to do? Okay, how do I select that? Ooh, hello. Okay, we'll move to the side and we'll try and get it. Maybe I've got to go to a... Oh, I'm so confused. I'm stuck. There you go. I think I have to go to like a window I can see out of. Right, I think I was a bit early. Here we go. No way. We've got airstrike. We're calling an airstrike? What's going on? We've got... Is that a mech? Hell yeah. Try and get the next one. Target locked. That's the thing, they flew into the Twin Towers, wasn't it? It's supposedly not, though. That's that whole conspiracy thing we were talking about. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to hide behind this thing. This thing's awesome. No, don't move. Got a target. Oh man, I've got to hold the target on it, I think. There you go, got it. It's insane. It's pretty good. There you go, big damage. Roof's come off. I love in this massive war-torn scenario, I'm just going with the... I can actually target the people too. He's like, don't do that, target the Humvee. I'm targeting the dudes. There's no way I can move up here without getting oofed. Oh, okay, I see. Get this one. Boom, boom, boom. Hey. Where the thriller? Where the thriller? What do you mean? I'm a little bit taken back with this game. I think it's actually a lot better than I remember. I mean, it's been, like I say, nearly 15 years. If you want to see more retro and classic games, you know, like this, I've got a whole bunch of them in my head. Like a whole bunch of these classic 360 PS3 style games that were released on PC and just really blow your noggin off. Like obviously the Xbox 360 wasn't running this higher resolutions and this anti-aliasing, and it really does make a difference. So playing the PC version is way better. But you could never run this on full spec back in the day. Like, I think I had at this point probably at most like an 8800 GTX or something with SLI configuration. Yes, SLI was a thing. It used to make you buy 2 graphics cards to get 1.5 performance. That was some bullshizzle marketing, that was. And I did it. Because I likes to game. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm out. This is not good for me. Yeah, this guy finish him off with a rocket slap. How am I supposed to survive in this lot?
Target the Humvee!
They're trying to sneak up behind us now. Alright, let's see if we can target this thing from the other side.
Use the targeter!
Got it. He's run me over. I think I got it. There we go, it's out of the way. He hit it so hard with those rockets it actually disappeared. Damn.
Use the targeter!
I think the idea is we don't move up at all and we just keep using the targeter.
We gotta get out of here now!
That thing's awesome. I want one of them. Oh. They done us like the double twos.
Yesterday afternoon, KPA
Yeah, do the
authorities
job,
raided the town of
that's it.
Montrose, Colorado. Their goal, in the words of the enemy, was
Good morning, Montrose.
I love how quick you can skip this cutscenes.
Our top story this hour: 24 American civilians are dead in the wake of a shooting spree by a local insurgent group. KPA authorities are searching for Connor Morgan, believed to be responsible.
Yeah. I like this. It's still good. After all these years, 15 years of time, it's still good.
So you take more punishment than a man could live through. Come on outside when you're ready. I'll show you around.
Right, we are out. Early particle effects, that. Don't know what they were supposed to be. Were they leaves? Were they birds? Were they bugs? Who knows? An old foosball table. I think one of the middle ones are missing. Someone's playing at disadvantage. There you go. Like you got. Okay, we've got smoke and dust particle effects in the air. I mean, that's. I don't remember that being a thing in 2011. I might just be remembering it wrong. His name was Boone. It was? That's the type of curry. A Booner. He was like, hold up. Wait a minute. You got the state police. Is he actually state police or is he just growing some herbs? Is he really a dealer? Look at the plastic.
Welcome to your new home. It's our little piece of America.
I think next to some low poly shadows and some dodgy little bits here and now, you know, textures being flat and explosions not looking that modern. If you could just like improve those, this game pretty much bangs, you know, it's not a bad looking experience.
We built ourselves a safe haven.
Now if you play this on PS3 or Xbox 360, the lighting on those consoles was always really dark. Like the darks were literally black. And it makes it very hard to go into a dark and unlit room and sort of navigate around. It's kind of muddy. It doesn't really play well. But on PC, you didn't have that problem. So when you got a PC port, you hope they did a good job because you always ended up with this aesthetic where everything was nice and bright and vibrant. And they had to model everything individually. But there's no Unreal 5 doing their work for them, right? There was no Unreal 5 generating DLSS or making FSR and light rays and all that for them. They just basically put a light source now and it just beams, you know, wherever you are. It just does all that work for you and then some. In this, like this light ray emitting from here, they had to design that. That had to be made. And that's where craft was and isn't anymore. This game still bangs 15 years later. Yeah, it's not the best game since sliced bread, but I just wanted to use it as an example of some of you may not have even heard of it or played it, and some of you might not have even ever played a game from 2011 at this point in time. There are teenagers out there now that have never played in a 360 or a PS3 game. And when you take the PC counterpart to that generation, you end up with this. And I think this is great. There we've got a couple of little nippers on the floor there, which is really cool. And you've got a whammons. Oh, that's the baby that was giving it all the... Look at that face. Yeah. I mean, it's static. Don't get me... Oh, I can talk to her. Hang on.
I appreciate what you did for us back there.
Ah, she's got to be Korean, is it? So North Korea, Kim Jong-un is the problem here in the storyline. And we are trying to resist whatever is going on here. So there is a radiation zone that we can't enter. Or is lethal to enter. I don't know what we're looking at here. Because the map's not that clear and I don't have a zoom. But I can read some of the stuff. We've got suspected material location on the left. I mean, that's a big game. If the game's as big as that, which I don't remember it being, there's a lot of map there. What are you doing? What are you mixing up, woman?
Don't mind those two. They're always going at it.
What are you cooking? She's making some dumplings by the look of it, some sort of stew. My man's fixing the electric over here.
We have to time our movements between Korean patrols.
This receiver should let us listen in on Korean radio chatter.
Oh, he's not fixing it. He's putting up a spy. He's spying on the neighbours. Halloween? Yes, Halloween. What's this? There's an error requesting. You can't put songs on because the song request is off at the moment. Song request does work. It's exclamation mark little SR and then the thingy, but I have to have it on. For your birthday, we'll have it on. You've got to pick a game, Phil, or at least a handful of games ready for your birthday. And give me the date. Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the following month, isn't it? Like November. I can't remember the exact date and I won't say it live, but if you can put it in the chat for me of what exactly that is, and I'll schedule it in. But yeah, pick a game, man. I know you told me to pick, but I don't know what you fancy. What would you have fun interacting with and playing and being a part of? Well, definitely, that's it. What are you doing to that goat, bro? Leave that goat alone.
You believe this?
I can't believe it. No, I definitely can't believe it, bro. What you doing? Okay.
It's Hopper. Patrol's just cleared. I'll meet you at the tunnel exit.
Got it. We're moving. Come on, Jacobs.
Meet up with Boone outside.
Listen, we could use your help.
That was an old TV show from back in the day. My dad used to love that show. It was called, oh, what was that called now? I think it was just called Boone. I'm pretty sure.
All the ammo you can carry.
Follow me.
That was back when like things like Taggart were banging, you know. Taggart was a proud program. Ooh, okay, this is another gun. So I'm going to call that 8 guns so far. I've had my hands on 8 guns. And this is a very high poly, like it's not the best. Again, you can't compare it to today's guns, but damn, I think that holds up, right? Like that's looking pretty good. Get off that goat. Got milk in it. I don't suppose you can have cows in a war-torn situation. They're sort of a bit dangerous, are they? Too fat and slow. What is the difference between a goat and a cow when it comes to, like, because all poor countries and war-torn countries, they tend to use the goat, but like, why don't you have pigs? Is it like cows? What's wrong with cows? You can't get hold of them or what? Not the right climate? Too hot for a cow, is it? I'm not a big fan of dairy in general, to be honest. Yeah, it was a biker TV show. Yeah, he used to have a leather jacket, a bike, and I think he used to go out and like solve low-level crimes or something. We're talking about Boone here. If you guys are familiar with Boone, then you're probably older than me.
Hey Jacobs, great work back there. Thanks for your
1986 to 1992. Yeah, so there you go. So it was probably on reruns by 92, which is probably what I caught the look of.
Why haven't we taken it out? Wasn't here last time we scattered. We can
Why
find a
haven't
way
you
around.
taken it out? Look at this cocky little shit
Can't
here.
leave any of them standing.
Okay, so this is like some Terminator, some T2 shiz right here. We've got to watch out for the blue light that keeps winging past us. And then we can make a move. Again, the atmosphere was what I remember, and it definitely carries over right now. This atmosphere is really, really good.
Sentries have a 20mm autocannon like KU band radar. The fire control systems are... Shut up. Jacobs, just throw a grenade at the back.
He told him to shut up.
We've got to make our way up the street. We wait for the spotlight to pass, then move. If you're caught
Okay,
in
so
sight,
use the grenade
get
to
cover
destroy
and
the
wait.
sentry tower.
These things are smart, but they're not that smart.
I'll go first.
Look how angry this man is. Reminds me of Carl Reese. Oh, my man's getting shot. Run, 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 run. Yeah, I got through without being peeped. Ooh, that guy's risky.
Jacobs, you're gonna have to take this one out. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Getting too old for this shit. What was that? Lethal Weapon. Danny Glover. Too old for this shit.
Move up and take it out.
Please. I've got to wait for the blue light. I'm going to make a move.
Keep going. I got your back.
Do you know when they do this in modern games, it feels like padding. It feels bad. This game's feeling like actually interesting to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's making me wait and do very slow gameplay in a fast-paced shooter, and I'm not bothered about it.
Jacobs, move up and take it out.
Yeah, I would if I could see where the light was going, bro. Stop shouting.
Make it a run for it.
Gonna make me emotional. There we go.
Get a grenade behind it.
Okay, just chuck a grenade.
Aim for the propane tank on the back of the tower.
There we go. A propane tank your ass. Look at you.
Down a sentry tower less than 100 yards from the tunnel exit. Stay put.
Surely they'll know we've done that though. It's got to have a sensor on it that says it's no longer working. Who refills the bullets? You know, someone's going to come and do maintenance on that thing. Well, son's we're in.
Take a look.
You said the patrols were gone. They were.
Now we did Brutal Doom earlier, and we put a load of mods into it to make Doom really, really bang. I want to do the same with a game called SWAT 4. SWAT 4 is essentially Ready or Not, before Ready or Not, but it's had a lot of development and a lot of mods over the time. And again, the games that I fell in love with, Half-Life 2, SWAT 4, Warcraft, you know, they've all had development over time with the mod scene that I didn't even really take much notice of because I'm out here playing these brand new releases and stuff. So I want to go back and just check out these people's like hard work and see what they've achieved. SWAT 4 will be the next big one I do, I think. But any suggestions to any classic games or retro games that kind of still hold up to today, I'll definitely look into playing. Ooh, careful. Can't see the enemy, can't see them. There's a few there. This gun sounds epic. I mean, it sounds nothing like what it should sound like, but it's got its own characteristic. He was gonna chase him. You fucking shooting at me, are you? I love this man, he's awesome. No wonder I remember him. No, you want some? You want some? Oh, let's go. I'm sticking with this guy. I mean, if he's willing to chase someone who just machine gunned him and missed, he's got to be reliable in a battlefield situation. Grenade out, boys. I think there's someone hiding behind there. Yep. Nice.
We need to clear this house. I've got your back.
Can you stop that? This is not the time. I know you're Korean, but come on, boys.
That's the last one.
They must have sent out the patrols as soon as that sentry went offline.
God damn, it scared the Jesus out of me. Proper come at us. Now this is the gun that had the British Army colours on it, so I'm not going to class this one as a weapon swap. It's just a skin change.
This is the drop point?
Got us some picked the location. Brooks has a weird sense of humor.
Okay, we've got the classic yellow school bus. Just reminds me, like, I don't know, because if you're American, right, you probably see these all the time. They're probably something you grew up with. But for a Brit, all I remember when I look at these yellow buses is Nightmare on Elm Street 2. It's the only thing that pops in my head is Freddy balancing on a little piece of rock with that in a dream sequence with a bunch of teens on there screaming for their life. That's the only thing that ever pops in my head. I suppose you could say like Dark Knight, possibly, because obviously the first scene with the bank robbery, they used the bus to get away, but it's not as embedded in my brain from my past as Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
That's a lot of blood.
Beacons. We need to...
Whoa, take it easy.
We can handle it.
Here we've got a man down.
He's right. Save your energy for the trip to San Fran.
Connor. Take this.
You know what? All these graphics are working together and they're not clipping, they're not intermingling. You don't see too much, you know, sort of geometry issues. I remember like Tomb Raider, through all of it, even Angel of Darkness, which was an awful game, always having graphical glitches and things that clip. And again, 2011, I think maybe you had Tomb Raider Legends at that point. And that game, yeah, it doesn't have that much, but you do notice it, at least every stage. There is clipping and graphical issues. You see how she's like rubbing his arm and she's got her hand on his shoulder. There is no graphical glitches or clipping now. Ooh, what's in there?
I hope
more torches.
It's probably not the first time he's been shot.
I know. I'm just saying.
He's gonna be fine.
These must be the weapons Brooks promised
Ooh,
us.
bright light.
Jacobs,
Bright
find
light.
what you like.
We'll wait for you outside.
Okay, what we got here? Okay, this is definitely a new gun. So that's now, on my count, about 8 or 9 guns. Again, I'm not overly keeping track, but I am trying to see what we've got going here. This is new. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Ooh, that sounds good too. And then we've got the big Bertha. Got to check the relays. Yeah, I mean, it's not completely accurate, but it will do. And there's the Scar. Yeah. Okay. So in my count, that's easy 15 guns. This again could be a reskin with a silencer on the end. I think it is. So it's the same gun but with attachments, right? It's like an OP version. Great, yeah, really good. And then a couple scars. So what one are we going to go with? I want to go with that little mechanic looking thing. Yeah, this. Now I know this is the worst gun on that table as far as the actual gun goes, but I thought like we'll give it a go. It sounds nice. It sounds cool. Okay, we're in the playgrounds. I vividly remember this, but I don't remember what happens next.
The labor camp is at the top of the next street.
I think because I used to try and go down the slide and stuff and like mess around, because obviously you try that sort of stuff when you're a teenager. It does nothing, you know. It's not worth doing. Try and break the game. Okay, we've got a convoy outside. Keep it neat and tidy. Okay, we're going loud. Grenade. That's how loud I go. Nice. They didn't even have to pull the trigger, these two. Oh, I missed him. Oh, Jimmy. Come on, boys, move up. Just leave me out here. Doing all the work. There's a guy on the other side of that car. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm going to get behind cover here.
Sentry towers, get to cover! Get out of the street!
Flank the sentry tower. I don't think we can take it down with bullets. Have to blow that shiz up. And I've just got to refresh my chat. Keep it fresh. Okay, move up. Okay, this was a very bad choice in weapons. It was a very bad choice in weapons because they're not dropping any ammo for that gun.
What's the plan? The front gate should be lightly
And I don't think I can go back and make another choice now, can I?
Then we sneak in the back door.
Yeah, it's like blocked off now. Damn it. Okay. Not the best choice in weapons. I'm a bit mad at myself for that one. That was cool. I was able to disturb them even though the cutscene hadn't started. So you do have a bit of freedom here. Ooh, yes, big damage. This is tough. Very tough because there's not many decisions I can make here that's going to make me win. These guys are useless.
The front gate should be lightly guarded. We make a lot of noise, pick a few of them off, and draw the rest out of the cave. Then we sneak in the back door.
Wondering if these two, like if I don't shoot, because we blew them up with a grenade, didn't we? I'm going to let them go loud. There you go. So now he's active. I'm thinking maybe they'll do something. And I can save some ammo. Ooh, damn. I'm getting hit and I haven't even moved forward yet. Too many grenades. There is a guy up there. Alright, move in. Jeez.
Get out of the street! Shots on my position! Give me some covering fire! Reloading! We gotta flank this thing and find high ground.
That definitely got him with that grenade. The ragdoll sometimes a little bit wayward.
Find a way around it!
Find a way around? Why didn't you find a way around? This is too much drama for me.
We can't take it head on. Find a flank. This way.
Do,
There's
do,
an alley
do.
behind this house.
Dudes! Oh my days! I was with them. How did they get through?
Top of the next street. What's the plan? The front gate should be lightly guarded. We make a lot
Oh,
of noise.
my brain.
pick a
My
few
brain
of
is
them
actually
off,
hurting on
draw
this
the
one.
rest
We're
out
getting
of the
through it
cave.
though.
Then we sneak in the back door.
You call this lightly guarded?
Stick to the plan.
But yeah, I'm getting through this. Just like David Bedingfield said.
Now, drop 'em.
Drop them. Gonna let them do their thing. Need to save my ammo. They move. No, it's not ready to move up yet. Can't see who's there. Oh, there's that guy up there. Boom. Okay, I think we can move up now. It's so small when you're looking through this dot. Bring it.
Sentry towers,
Okay,
get to
grenade to
cover.
do the job.
Get out of the street.
Perfect. Again, that sentry turret is just so accurate.
Find a way around it. One
Damn, it's found me, it's found me. No, not again.
The labor camp is at the top of the next street.
What's the plan?
The front gate should be lightly guarded. We make a lot of
How am I
noise,
failing? What is
fuel
going
them
on?
off, and draw the rest out of the camp.
Lightly guarded?
Then we sneak in the back door. Stick to the plan.
Okay, so I think a bit of patience when moving up. Maybe just wait until that just doesn't look at me anymore and it's lost interest, and then move up. Because they run off straight away and they get through. I don't know how they do it. It's going off all over the place. Tell you what though, the guns are accurate, like really accurate. So having the enemies be accurate just makes sense. Okay. The winning grenades out. Yeah, okay, that's got its attention.
We gotta flank this thing and find high ground.
We can hide behind these, but not cars. I'm thinking through there, right? Okay, this is a better route. We're not following them is for the win. Oh. Okay, that's it. Go. Go. Full speed. Yeah, that's a win. Go through the back of the house. Take out these guys. Again, I've got 9 shots. Oh, this game is getting really, really difficult. The good thing is it starts you with the same amount of ammo you had, so you can learn to be a bit more careful with it. Who threw that? It came off the roof. Boom. Look how accurate that is. I'm behind a metal sheet, luckily. Grenade out, just grenade. Boom. I'm going to take one of these weapons because we were nearly out of ammo. Okay, we're going up. Oh, I got an idea. Yeah, there it is. That. Ooh, be careful with that one. Then we're going to throw some grenades out. That's got to be the win. Very nice.
That got their attention. Head for the supply tunnel. We need to be gone before they mobilize. Over here.
What in the world of sneaky hatches is that? Come on. Okay, we're going deeper underground, like Jamiroquai once said.
Sounds like the plan's working. They're sending out a response team.
I hate this place. People in here used to be doctors and lawyers. Now they're working the shale mines. Last time I was here, I saw my fucking dentist.
Coast should be clear by now.
Cool beans. Let's check out our weapons. We've still got the sidearm. So we've actually lost our handgun, I think. I don't actually have access to it.
Let's stitch the
Okay,
right.
2 assault rifles we can carry now. Dude, don't put your weapons in a bin.
Hang on to your sidearm.
Oh, now we get the sidearm.
The sooner we get out of here. Alright, spread
I
out.
can't get over how good this game looks. I'm sorry. The fact that you have a working slide, working clips, they actually eject the clips properly. 2011. I just cannot get over that. You just scratched his ass.
I'm looking for a guy named Arnie.
So little, like subtle details.
Across the street, over the scaffold. You assholes get caught. I've never seen you before.
Okay, this looks like a friendly camp now, so this is going to be base of operations for a bit. So I think I'll leave it there for now.
Isn't it bad enough I gotta scrape these for my food rations?
Sorry. I'm trying to help.
Yeah, Beavis, move on. What are you doing? Trying to chat women up? It ain't the time, bro. You've just been dodging bullets. Look at you. He is a handsome man. Okay, let's go menu. Right, that was Homefront Revisit, and it's for the Shanuz Rewinds, of course. Yeah, I want to rewind a bunch of these games. I feel like they are definitely worthy. They were good enough back then to warrant a revisit. And rewinding games is just like my favorite thing to do. Just experiencing, you know, was they actually as good as I remember? Now, this is the first of the series, and yes, it's 100% as good as I remember, if not better. It's one of those games that really just still pop, really have that atmosphere, and just constantly surprise you here and there. There is obviously some bad points to it. The story's not greatly written. The voice acting's pretty good, but the overall story's kind of there, right? It's just us versus Korean, and Korea, it seems to be the dominating force, with Kim Jong-un being the main evil protagonist. But that being said, I feel like the gameplay still holds up today. It's kind of generic, there's some stuff missing from it, and there is a very limited amount of weapons, although way more than I remember. I think it's a win. I think it's still, if I was going to rate this game today, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. I'd give it a 4 out of 5, possibly a 3.5, but I would say that I think the main thing carrying it is the visuals and the sound effects. I think that builds that atmosphere, and then you have the, you know, would I play it again? Yeah, cool. So I would go back to this years later and still play it. It has a lot of replayability once you've forgotten the main story, which is very forgettable, and so is the main protagonist. But the people you meet is where the excitement and memories are made, and that's what I remember from back in 2013 when I played it. The game released in 2011 or around that time, and it's held up really, really well. I think it's definitely worth a purchase on Steam. You can get it in a sale for like £3, and I think it only retails at about £5.50 a time. And then they've got the sequel now. I never played the sequel, but we are going to be covering it on the channel as a follow-up to this video. And we're going to be doing the first impressions, as it's actually a first impressions. I've never played it, and I've got all the DLC for it, so it's the complete package, and we'll see if they got any better or any worse with the franchise. For me, this was the one that captivated me back in the day, as did Gears of War 1 and, you know, Dynasty Warriors, and there's a few that really stood out. What can I think of? I'm trying to think of a rare one. I have to go through my collection and just have a look, and then every time I do, I'm like, oh yeah, that one. But yeah, for me, it's just a really nice nostalgic visit, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and thank you for all the guys over on the live side. If you are watching on YouTube on a rerun, definitely leave a like so I know to make more rewind retrospect videos, just basically doing the same reviews but for older games and seeing if they still hold up. That all being said, peace out, look after yourself, look after your ma, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. That's it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are out. I am ready for my din-dins. But yeah, I was glad I played that. That was a good game. Back in your cage. That's it, my friend. We are back tomorrow. What's today? Today, Wednesday? Yeah, so we're on a week. So I'll see you again tomorrow if you're about. We've got a really cool action-packed week. I will double check what that is because I'm not sure myself. Have a look. Doopy doopy doo, doopy doop doo. See, the thing is, I only have to do like 2.5 hours, and I can produce like 2-3 videos. So I've got way more, and my channels are actually way behind what is actually being or has been made. So the channels look bare, but like I need those months of editing really. Just spend months and months and months editing. Let's have a look. Which I plan to do next month, of course, after your birthday. Okay, so we've got more. Yeah, we've got a couple of new ones tomorrow. I'm actually doing a piece for the Angry Video Game Nerd, so swing by for that one. That's an 8-bit challenge on his brand new game out, and he personally sort of sent me an email for that one. Or his PR company did, let's say, not personally. And then we're doing Stalker 2 on Friday, which is going to bang. Like Stalker 2, I've been looking forward to getting my hands on for a long time. We're finally doing it. We're finally jumping in, and that's going to be a series for the MMO channel, because I think that's got more MMO elements than first-person shooter elements. So we're going to be doing that. So we've got a couple of really good games. Like I say, we've got Souls-like, and we've got the Angry Video Game Nerd 2D retro game. So that's really awesome. And then after that on Friday, we've got Stalker 2, which is another first-person shooter, which always bangs. So yeah, loads for you guys. And then we're off for the weekend. And then we're doing the dress-up streams next week. We've got cosplay Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So if you can join us for those, that would be awesome. Until next time, look after yourselves, and I'm out.